Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast, infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily with organic, farm to table, localized, neuralized, sterilized, Scotch guarded for 2020 repellent, available online, shipped via Amazon, not available on Sundays, Broken Pencil Logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy.
Badman
Ting!
Booyaka shot, boy! Yo.
SOS! Did them shout that? SOS!
Kofi, what happened to your accent?
Didn't he used to be Jamaican?
Today's date, Friday, 7/11. Yeah, my lord.
Slurpee day. Pause. Yeah, my lord.
I said, yeah, my lord.
Yeah, my lord.
20 and 20.
I got 5 on it.
Got it good.
Shout out to all the married guys out here. Enjoy Slurpee
birthday,
day.
Dave House.
Oh, the benefactor.
Big brother Jake.
I need my money, Jake. Ceremonial Salt Saturdays. Shout out to Mr. Fuji and Iron Mike Sharp.
If you ain't part of Ceremonial Salt Saturdays in your house, slap yourself.
Man, you got to throw some ceremonial salt every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Right into the backyard.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of wrestling to cover. It's been a good week so far in Texas. It's about to get even better.
Yeah, you shouldn't be starved for content this weekend whatsoever.
Yeah, if wrestling is your thing, literally Saturday, the entire day.
Well, not my entire day. And I'll say this publicly because it's some really cool stuff. Part of my Saturday will be and this is the whole reason I'm not gonna be in attendance for All In.
I have been wanting to say this for 4 weeks now, and every week of this meeting is probably one of the most important things that have ever happened to us as a collective. But please, this is your time, Suave.
So this Saturday, I will be at the PVILCA, which is the Prairie View Interscholastic League Coaches Association Hall of Fame induction ceremony. This was a posthumous induction for my father, who is a part of the 1965 Texas State Championship team, in Lincoln, who won state, and their teammate. The team is being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Badman Ting.
Congratulations and much respect to the late Coach Dave.
Yeah, well, he coached me, but he played on that team.
Yeah, he coached you for sure.
Coached me, absolutely, 100%, 100%. He going in as a player, Thwack 'em, baby.
He's a player and a player. Player.
So I didn't even really know, or it didn't sink in for me that he had won a state championship. And considering it was in San Augustine, Texas, which is a very small rural town to a degree, it's a huge accomplishment. But I didn't really know about it. I remember I was like 5, 6, somewhere in there. We went to Austin, and they recognized the team at the University of Texas during a game. I didn't really know what that was for because age. Mm-hmm. Grow up, realize there's a state championship involved, and then this probably went in motion about a year ago. I get reached out to by PVILCA about the Hall of Fame induction, and I was like, "Oh, word? Yeah, say less." So now I get to go put on some threads, Look like somebody that hung, bled, and died for my sins.
Mm-hmm.
Accept some inductions, get some photos.
To
Order this
be
Hall of
outside,
Fame ring.
to be outside and up in this
Simultaneously.
simultaneously.
So therefore, I will be watching all of my wrestling through some form of streaming situation. I wish I still had that one device that I got to re-get. Speaking of which, yeah, we need to
Gotta have a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will also be moving around tomorrow. I will be at Seven Springs Winery.
Oh, fancy.
Norlina, North Carolina, on the border of North Carolina and Virginia.
No Iggy Azalea.
For a go-go festival.
Word?
Representing,
because you are kind of close to that part of the world where go-go is a thing.
Yep.
Very
representing for Vita Hermosa Cigars and the Stick Pick. And of course,
because it is a beautiful life.
It is a beautiful life. VitaHermosaCigars.com is the website. We will also be in Philadelphia next week for the 98th Alpha Phi Alpha General Convention. We'll be all over the city of Philadelphia.
Will you purchase a cheesesteak?
I will not be in Philadelphia. Vita Hermosa Cigars will be in Philadelphia.
Well, then by technicalities, you will be
where the gang goes. The gang goes.
Factual.
So that said, tap in at Vita Hermosa Cigars on everything. VitaHermosaCigars.com. It's a beautiful life. Order 10, get 10% off. Age verification required. Smoking is not an alternative. Smoking cigars is not an alternative to smoking cigarettes. That is your Surgeon General warning. Must be 18 years of age with age verification required. Also, sponsored by. Go ahead.
Speaking of 10%.
Yes, sponsored by SerwinVega.com. Serwin Vega Pro Audio for all different pro audio needs. Power sports, motorcycle audio, car audio, home audio, pro audio. Not to mention portable Bluetooth audio from the mini to earbuds. Not to mention marine audio. Swab, where we at?
On a boat.
We on a boat.
Ooh.
Put anything in the cart. Put in the code BPBC for Broken Pistol Booking Company.
Yes, sir.
Get the 10% off.
Indeed.
Man, not to mention we got
let the
merch.
Roof down, let the inside out. Wait till you hear this Clips album. Wait till you hear the hook that Stove God.
That is on my they don't have stuff. Didn't we talk about this off air last week about the possibility of forever?
Yes. The greatest dope song ever made, and who all would be on it?
Yes.
Stove Guy got to do the hook. So Stove ain't got a verse; he does the hook.
Still. Ooh.
Yeah. Just remember, I let the roof down and let the inside out. Just that's gonna be. I'm gonna be singing that just randomly at different times during the day.
I had to update my lower third because it still had one on from last week, but I just had to update it for the season.
Kendrick lost his mind on that album, just in case anybody was wondering. I mean, him and Tyler the Creator lost their ever loving minds on this.
I'm under the guise now that I do not need to hear Pusha T with or without No Malice anytime other than the middle of the summer.
I'm one of those people where I think just because of the flamboyance, I'm pro Pusha, so I can listen to him with or without Malice and be equally as entertained. But make no mistake, No Malice right now in 2025 is rapping probably better. He's rapping circles around Malice. And Malice was
around pushing me.
No. Well, they have a conversation about that when they've been doing this rollout in these interviews. Pusha say since the first two songs that have been let out, I'm 0-2 on verses because Malice been cleaning me up. It's very even on this album, I will say. Like, it's very even. Off my first, I probably got 3 listens in by now. Because it's not a very long album. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Less is more.
Yeah, no Malice is rapping circles around Malice, and there's not very much disparity between No Malice and Pusha.
One thing before we get into why we really here.
Right.
Let me drop this music real quick. one of our very own, the very first BPBC Hall of Famer, Mr. Theodore R. Long, Teddy Long,
Uncle Teddy, baby.
lost his son last weekend tragically. And we want to send our heartfelt condolences, prayers, and thoughts of strength and power to the Long family. We wish you nothing but the best. And please do what you have to do to grieve during this trying time. We love you. We here for you.
Absolutely. I echo those sentiments.
Yes. So that said,
Yeah.
the show must go on. And it's time to pop a quarter in the machine and play a game.
Hey, hey.
You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. To say that this again. I know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. We say that this again. One, two, three.
Get your tail out. I won.
1, 2, 3.
Get the fuck on.
1, 2, 3.
Get your tail out. I won.
1, 2, 3.
Get the fuck on.
Yeah, man. We out here, boy. It's going to be a long Saturday for you wrestling fans.
Boy.
Depending on your time zone, we got Saturday morning wrestling, Saturday afternoon wrestling, Saturday night wrestling.
We got wrestling on wrestling. Got wrestling.
You can literally plan out your meals for the day around professional wrestling on Saturday, July 12th. Yeah, my Lord.
Yeah, my Lord.
Say, yeah, my Lord.
Yeah, my Lord.
2025.
I got 5 on.
That's good.
We got spicy wrestling. We got mild wrestling. Spicy wrestling with gravy.
Yeah, spicy mild wrestling.
Yeah, spicy mild. Smothered wrestling. Wrestling with home fries. Wrestling with fries.
Mid wrestling. Low wrestling. High wrestling.
Wrestling tenders. Wrestling nuggets.
Barbecued wrestling. Steamed wrestling.
Steamed pan-seared wrestling.
Fricasseed wrestling.
Oven-baked wrestling.
Casserole wrestling.
My God. Wrestling lasagna.
Wrestling challenge.
Fully loaded wrestling pizza.
Buy one, get one free wrestling.
My God.
Oh, shiggity. All right. Let's start with the let's go with WWE. Because they combine with 2 cars that equal AEW's 1.
Counter programming at its finest.
It absolutely is. We're gonna go with Saturday night's main event first because it's gonna be the least important.
Saturday.
All right. For Saturday night's main event taking place in Atlanta, GA, State Farm Arena.
ATL.
Let's set it off. Jimmy versus Solo Sikoa. Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa for the U.S. Championship. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Unfortunately, it will not be a victory celebration for Jimmy Uso.
Can we stop using Jimmy Uso as glorified enhancement talent? Like Solo before this year, Solo had won one match in about a year and a half of being on SmackDown. Now he's holding a title, and now Jimmy Uso as the elder Uso, not named Roman Reigns, is the one that's taking all the L's. Can we stop doing this?
So here's what my issue is with this, and I'm not going to be long-winded about it. Anytime you want to prop up one of these darlings of the office or just someone that you're trying to get into a better position with the overall general audience, you put them into some sort of interaction with the bloodline to boost their stock. However, when it comes time to put the bloodline over to give them momentum, you can't find anyone for them to work with but each other.
And you wonder why fans are mad because all you see is the bloodline. It's easy. It's plug and play. That don't mean you got to do it.
You propped up Seth. Well, you're steady propping up Seth based on the bloodline. Countless people have been elevated.
The sooner he realizes that, the better off WWE will be. But continue.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. You're saying words over here. You're saying words. But just like if you're only gonna have them feud amongst each other and work with each other, stop trying to infuse those outside talents when it's time to air quotes prop them up. That's lazy. Give them other people to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been carrying this company for the last 4.5, 5 years. So it's not like this is a formula that's unproven. Keeping them strong does nothing to hurt anyone else on the roster. You can tell better stories when the bloodline is stronger in whichever iteration. When that group and that nucleus of talent is booked stronger, everyone else wins. And we have 5 years of litmus tests to prove it.
And at least 5 more to go.
At least.
And the person who will be your world champion in 5 years just got the U.S. belt stolen from him in Saudi. Also part of the bloodline.
Because why? We can't find anybody else to have them work with when it's time to lose. So we'll just let them beat each other.
And he ain't even really beating nobody up right now. Just wait till you get back to beating people up. It's going to be ugly.
Man, when is the draft?
It should already happen. It should have been in May.
Should have been happened. Like, you done missed every opportunity possible to do this draft and shuffle this roster. Like, if you're really going to try to be, air quotes, done with the bloodline, which I see that's what they're trying to do, but nobody else can catch fire, at least have the draft and shake this up. Because what you doing now ain't working. And at this point, I'm starting to get angry about it. I'm not in a position to continue to give grace to poor effort. Like, your grace period has expired.
Here's a segue for you. You say you refuse to continue to give grace to poor effort. Here's a recycled match: Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Suave ain't gonna win.
Boy, no. I'm not gonna do this. It's kind of a hard one to call. I'm gonna say
they're both stocked down at this point.
I'm gonna say Randy ain't gonna win because Drew just came back on TV. Back, he got to get a victory. Like he was left unconscious the last time we saw him, which was in May at Saturday Night's Main Event versus Damian Priest.
I stand on the fact that Randy needed the win in Saudi more than Cody did.
Agreed.
But there's no more person who needs a win right now on Saturday Night's Main Event
more than Drew McIntyre. And this will help fuel Randy's continued spiral into pure insanity.
There's that. Speaking of Seth, let me chill.
Wow. Off the glass.
Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. Yeah. Suave ain't gonna win.
My heart wants to pick one way, but my mind knows better.
You want it to be, you think it's one way.
But it's the other way. All right, so the way I want it to be, I would say Seth ain't gonna win because LA Knight needs a victory on Saturday Night's Main Event.
He needs a victory, period.
Because it's been a minute.
It's only so many times you can whip Carmelo Hayes on SmackDown.
It's been a minute since he's had a win that matters. I think beating Seth would absolutely matter, and
I hope it's a victory too.
It would give him something to do at SummerSlam, unless we get in the Chief back here soon, which who knows? Because I don't know when Street Fighter starts to film. Speaking of which, we do know because when Cody leaves TV, that's when filming starts.
We got E Honda cast.
I heard
Goto.
G1. Yep,
yeah,
so I'm gonna be in the movie theater just randomly yelling out G1 every time I hear.
I see Goto.
Yeah. Every time I see him, G1.
Every time we see Roman,
people gonna think I'm sneezing. In the
every time we see Cody, I'm gonna throw this up.
Whack 'em, baby.
Whack 'em, baby. Oh man, I think Seth ain't gonna win on that one too. To be honest with you, I really think
that's what. LA ain't gonna win. Let's keep it G. They gonna keep Seth strong. But if you needed something to do, beat Seth here so they can have a rematch at SummerSlam. Then you can put Seth over.
And for the belt that has been on the milk carton on pay-per-view since WrestleMania, the World Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, your champion Walter in our house taking on Botchbot 9800.
I'm a little afraid of this one. I'm scared of this one.
The people are talking, and by people I mean the internet, and not just the internet. Wrestling Hall of Famers are talking too much about Goldberg right now, and this is you go out on your back at home, and he's already said this
used to be the logic. I don't think we there anymore.
He's in Atlanta. He's got his son, who's a whole grown ass man now. Ain't not quite as big as Goldberg, but he's a grown man now.
They'll get him together. He's a Colorado Buffalo. Coach Prime, weight room.
get QB Killer out there to get him right.
What position he plays? I think he's a linebacker.
I don't know about this one, bro. I
kind of know.
I think Botbot ain't gonna win simply because we haven't seen the title change hands on Saturday Night's Main Event, and they probably since the 80s.
You just answered your own question.
So this is the one.
This is probably gonna be the one. And look at it like this. Air quotes, nobody expects it. It's his air quotes retirement match, and WWE has started to kind of take a stance where you they've always been the land of send the fans home happy. And the idea is that the hometown crowd wants to see the hometown guy win in his air quotes last match. It probably won't be his last match, and you'll get to pull another rabbit out of the hat for a rematch at SummerSlam, which gives you a big name versus Walter. He can win the title back, and that be the last time you see him. So he's gonna do the retirement match plus one. In my opinion,
Jay still ain't got his lick back though. That's the sad part.
Apparently, we don't care about Jay, and when I say we, I mean the royal we is going on in Stamford.
I hear you loud and clear.
Like no rematch. Like we not doing those anymore. Well, Cody didn't get one either, and he had to go through a whole tournament to get his rematch. So I guess we are off that logic,
bruh.
Which is the day of the auto rematch clause is over with. But I don't see any reason that you would add the world title to this particular situation and not make it matter. Because you could have absolutely done this as the retirement match with no title on the line, beat Walter, and then Walter can go about his own business. Absolutely could have gone about his business. And matter of fact, here's what you could have done. Don't do Randy. Don't have Randy and Cody as the final of the King of the Ring. Walter comes back into the King of the Ring. Goes through the tournament. Beats Cody to avenge his loss in Saudi from the previous year. Becomes a 2-time King of the Ring and the main event challenger for Jay at SummerSlam. That's where it would have been acceptable to beat Jay. Because you would have had, another how many days of a reign for Jay where he has nonstop defenses and you're propping him up, building him up, pushing a champion like you should instead of crashing out in 51 days on Raw. Everybody would have been stocked up. And you could still give Goldberg his retirement match. And the loss would not have hurt Walter because you were going to turn right back around and make him champion in a month. Now, if I could figure that out sitting here in real time, what is the problem going on up there? And sometimes you don't need snow to ski. So, I feel like...
Walter,
you do. You always need snow to ski. Oh, Stove God will cook again.
You always need snow to ski, even if there's no snow to ski. Ooh,
that's juice. That was a good one. Yeah, so I'm going with Botchbot. Yeah, shocking the world. Walter ain't gonna win. I'm stamping it.
All right, so we also have WWE Evolution coming up.
And this Sunday?
Sunday, July 13th. Yeah, my lord.
Yeah, my lord.
Hey, you are.
Yeah, my lord.
Thank you.
Yep, I got it.
So there was a story a couple of days ago that came out that they had roped off the upper decks, or the upper bowl rather, and actually upgraded ticket holders to better seats
That's
because
okay.
they had not sold enough tickets to justify having that piece of the arena open.
Did you see what I sent you when you sent me that story?
No.
Just my response. And
Oh,
just
no. I'm funny. I'm getting ready to bring that up.
bet.
The one thing Suave said in immediate response to this was, if they would take enough page, and I'm paraphrasing, if they had taken the page from AEW,
Or what we said AEW should do.
or what we said AEW should do, which they've done under Jeff Jarrett, by the way.
Facts. Good job, Jeff.
Good job, Jeff. Getting more intimate venues,
Jeffrey.
as evidenced by them doing Dynamite and Collision in the Curtis Colwell Center, which is not the biggest, it's nowhere near the biggest arena in the Dallas Metroplex. In fact, it's among the smallest that can actually hold a TV crowd for professional wrestling. But if you watch Dynamite or Collision this week, you see how that presentation looked on television, and man, was that building packed.
It's a fantastic venue. Not
4,800 seats filled, and it looked like 10,000.
Great venue for professional wrestling. Shout out to the Curtis Colwell Center.
Absolutely.
Cut us a check.
That said, there were only approximately 4,800 seats sold in the State Farm Arena for Sunday's Evolution pay-per-view, right?
Which is emanating from where?
The State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, just wanted to reiterate.
Same place we're going to see Saturday night's main event at tomorrow night.
You couldn't have took that to center stage?
Probably not because of NWA or something else.
Man,
WWE has never run center stage. That's another thing too.
Billy Corgan ain't stopping no Stanford motion.
Digress. Ease. Take it ease.
Okay, you right. I'm gonna observe some chill.
Now, according to WrestleTix, more than 1,500 seats have been distributed since the report broke about the upgrading of seats,
Okay.
and now currently have only 331 available seats remaining for the 6,650 seat setup. Not bad, WWE. Way to pivot.
Cool. I mean, sometimes you got to make adjustments. Sometimes, you didn't have all the ingredients in the cupboard to make the idea come together, but you pivot and you came up with something even better.
Yep. So that's now the issue we talked about last week was the viability of the card, which typically the card would dictate how fast tickets sell.
The card
Apparently
would have sold way more tickets had you put the effort in.
Apparently, there was something that happened over the last 7 days that caused this spike in ticket sales. I mean, we're talking about a 25% jump in ticket sales. Look at me doing math over here.
Come on, talk that corporate retail math.
So let's run through this card real quick. Number 1, Battle Royal. Who ain't gonna win, Suave?
The field. This one, I think it's better to pick a winner.
I would like to say, I would like to hope that this Battle Royal is for, and the winner would be for a world title match of some sort in the future.
Because Queen of the Ring gets SummerSlam. So yeah, just like a random episode of SmackDown, or depending on who wins, you build it for a feud at the next PLE or the next Saturday night's main event.
We got 2 pay-per-views coming about 2 nights of pay-per-view coming up in New York City or the New York metro area.
See, you wouldn't happen to have a list of who's in the Battle Royal, would you?
I would not, but I'm sure I could kinda, maybe, unless they announce it tonight on SmackDown.
I think you can pretty much surmise, because you know who's already in these other matches, you know who's hurt, so you kind of know who's available besides
It's so funny that we had that show and talked about that, and then all of a sudden now this materializes.
I'm gonna take Nia Jax over the field. That before we even get into the
and mind you, I'm with you on that. She won the first one in 2017.
Right. So why miss this opportunity to create a thing with her?
They did it with Andre.
Because if you do this now, it's a lot easier to push her as a threat come next January.
Nia Dre the Giant, telling you, man.
Lady Vader.
Anybody not named Nia Dre the Giant gonna win. Bet.
I'm with it. Matter of fact, we need to tag her so she can hear this new nickname.
Atlanta gonna get active with this one. Grudge match: Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Jay Cargill ain't gonna win.
I'm gonna go against you on this one. Naomi ain't gonna win, but it ain't gonna be pretty for Jade afterwards.
I feel like Naomi has to stay strong because of the briefcase. Jade is already set for SummerSlam.
That is exactly why Naomi does not have to stay strong. She literally can lose every match except for the one that she cashes in on.
She can. So, okay, let me phrase it like this. I would like Naomi to stay looking strong. The truth is, going by Stanford logic, Jade's going over to look strong going into SummerSlam. She'll probably, by hook or crook, win at SummerSlam, and Naomi will cash in immediately
There
after.
you go. There you go.
I was trying to be creative enough to get three things accomplished at once. Put Naomi over some more, hang a loss over Jade Cargill's head so that when she does win at SummerSlam and the cash-in happens, boom. Now it's what? 2-1? 2-1 Naomi, and she has the title. So now Jade is chasing for the remainder of the year, where Jade can then win the Royal Rumble and set up for a WrestleMania match. And by then, Bianca would be back on television, so you likely have a three-way.
How amazing is it that 3-4 months ago Naomi was looking like a chicken shit, and now she's looking like a stone cold killer?
Because somebody got the writing on the wall, and not for nothing, Naomi has really committed to the character shift.
Absolutely.
Like
I really think the opening of the briefcase would be more of a thing if she were able to keep it longer than SummerSlam, because the things that she's done on social media with that briefcase, bruh, the merch that she's generated with the briefcase,
and that's what it is. It's the extra effort away from television cameras, because what we realize, yes, it's 2 hours of television, but there's only so much TV time to go around. There's only so much story that's going to be told by the people writing, because the people writing may not always know how to represent that segment of the audience in the best light on television. So what you do, because the Street Profits have become almost legendary at this, take the presentation to social media where your audience is literally your audience and build the presentation you want from there.
You know what's crazy now? Think about it when you said that. That reminds me of when they first debuted in NXT as a tag team, and the vignettes that they were doing. It was and like they were trapping, looked like old VHS tapes, like a bootleg cable access car lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd are doing something similar, but they're doing it from the 80s. But I think they had to get a little inspiration from Tez and Ford. I mean, from Tez and Dawkins, bro.
It's social media. Somebody's cherry picking somebody's content at every waking moment.
Nas said no idea is original.
Nas also clowned on the Clips album, since this is a reoccurring theme.
Can't wait.
Chandeliers.
Can't wait. For the Intercontinental Women's Championship, your champion, how you saying her name?
Chill.
Becky Lynch taking on Lara Valkyria, taking on Bailey. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
I want to commend you for being respectable. Oh. Yeah, we're not there yet. not yet.
The cursor move, my bad.
Anybody not named Becky Lynch, like, it's just, it ain't happening.
It is what it is. Like, y'all gonna get in each other's way. Becky gonna get out the way. Becky gonna walk out that thing. So anybody not named Becky, hold on to that belt.
You know what I would also love, especially because they low key had words, storyline wise, right after Money in the Bank, if Naomi cashed in on Becky Lynch. It would be a curveball that no one saw coming. But it's the Intercontinental Championship, and that's not what we use Money in the Bank for. That would be stupid. Now,
didn't Austin Theory try to cash in for the U.S. Championship?
Mm-hmm. Because they were trying to get the case off of him.
With that, and the fact they were trying to elevate the U.S. Championship, since Raw didn't have a world title. That's how we got the two titles back.
Still, stupidest thing ever. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I have my I have my opportunity to cash in for a match for any title of my choosing under any stipulations anytime I see fit. Why would I not try to be the biggest champion in the company and do it at a time where the current champion is at an extreme disadvantage?
And considering Naomi has been on TV with WWE for each of the last 3 decades, it makes most sense to do something that's going to give her the most amount of notice. And she's also a world champion from TNA.
Boom. So, and you have a world title that's on Raw as well. So I just thought cashing in on Becky Lynch would be a cool move. It'd make even more sense if sometime in the near future Becky 2 belts came back around. Now it makes real sense. But other than that, it was just me trying to throw a curveball. Please don't do this. with that said, my guy,
don't put things out there if you don't really want them to happen, man.
You absolutely correct. You right, and I made a mistake, and I apologize, and I atone for my mistake. But you right, absolutely.
Next up, we have for the NXT Women's Championship, your champion JC Jane taking on Jordan Grace. And Jordan Grace, by the way, Suave, is signed with NXT, not with TNA anymore.
Yes, I am aware of that. Of course, you do know I do not watch the NXT product. So I'm gonna Jeff Johnson this pick and go with the name I know. So
name you trust, the name you know.
Jeff Johnson, the name you know. I'm gonna say anybody not named Jordan Grace ain't gonna win.
I got JC Jane not winning.
Look, I have no basis of knowledge to speak on this. To be perfectly honest, again, I don't watch the NXT product.
All the more reason for you to tell you that JC Jane ain't gonna win.
I don't even know how long she's been champion. I don't know how.
Does it matter?
Sometimes.
For you.
For me to make an educated guess, yeah.
Okay. All right.
The variables matter.
All right. For the WWE Women's Championship. Is this the World Championship?
Yup.
Yeah, World Championship.
The world.
Io Sky taking on Rhea Ripley. Suave ain't gonna win.
I don't know why you stretch this out any longer. Rhea Ripley. Anybody not named Rhea Ripley ain't gonna win. I don't know why you would stretch this out any longer.
Give mommy her belt back. Plain and simple.
What are we here for? Start figuring out who the challenger for SummerSlam is. We don't need this to be like it can be a 3-match series, but most of them need to take place on Raw. For content.
In a fatal 4-way for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, the champions Judgment Day, represented by Raquel Rodriguez and the prodigy Roxanne Perez, taking on Charlotte Flair and crazy lady herself. What is her name? Alexa Bliss. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Taking on Zarya and Sol Ruka, taking on the reunited Kabuki Warriors.
For a half second, I looked at Sol Ruka and thought that was Nikita Lyons, just because of the hair. And I was like, "Oh, they finna pull the trigger on this."
Man, she's doing work. They got her on NXT, on TNA, and in Evolve right now. Nikita Lyons, that is.
Anybody not aligned with the Judgment Day ain't gonna win. I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with the champs. It makes for a better story.
Okay.
When in doubt, dealing with Stanford content, pick the story.
All right, cool. All right, I got yeah, I like anybody not named Judgment Day.
Yeah, because you didn't ask me which team I liked better.
So yeah, who do you like better in this?
As a team, it would be the Kabuki Warriors.
Absolutely.
As far as the team and the way and the look and the presentation, it would be the Kabuki Warriors. If I was betting like DraftKings cut the check, it'd be Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, mainly because,
the whole opposite attract and all that
creative perception. Like, you need something to help Charlotte change the perception the audience has. Hanging around with Alexa Bliss can do one of two things. If they treat it like, air quotes, a shoot, and they develop a friendship, you humanize Charlotte. If you go strictly from the storyline perspective, and Alexa is still doing magic tricks with Lily, then you can use it to turn Charlotte into a different version of herself.
If you do humanize Charlotte, how long before she turns, or does somebody turn on her?
I mean, it's the eventual, but she needs.
That's
Let's
what I wish would happen. I wish somebody would turn on her.
let's humanize her first, and then worry about everything else later.
You know what's crazy? Just based off of the things that she said in media over the last couple of weeks, and just really over the last few years, I'm not sure it's possible. Like the closest thing we got to humanization was the interview she did on Sherry where she talked about her divorce. But even then, it became the topic of. I mean, it became bullet points for a promo.
I mean, look, it's unfortunate that some things were said,
But they had, but they were said.
but they were said, and they weren't lies. But sometimes the truth hurts, and I want what's best I want what's best for my entertainment first and foremost, because I understand I need to be selfish about this, and then I also want what's best for all of the talent involved. So what's best for Charlotte at this point is becoming more relatable. If this is the gateway to do so, great. If it's not, then let's not dwell on it too long, because
I almost had a counterpoint, but I'm gonna keep that to myself.
come on, what's what we here for?
Nope, not doing, not on Al Gore's internet. I will not. Not that comment.
It's Lou Rawls' internet last time I checked, but I understand.
And finally, for the WWE Women's Championship, champion Tiffany Stratton taking on Trish Stratus. How we got here? We talked about it last week. Don't know. It happened.
Pulled a rabbit out the hat.
We can just go ahead and say that anybody not named Tiffany Stratton, go home.
Facts. Well, there's no reason for us to do a title change here, unless, like we said before, you're gonna do a rematch at SummerSlam, and then we're gonna stop calling it SummerSlam. We're just gonna call it Rehash.
That
Rehash Mania.
Rehash with the re-rock. Ooh. Wait, what? For AEW All in Texas, Globe Life Field. Man, did we have plans for this one? But hey, plans and cards subject to change. I'm not mad at the pivots. I can tell you this: there are two matches on the pre-show rather, and one of them is going to be a great one. The other one I don't give two shits about. And the first one's going to be a tag match featuring FTR and the Outrunners. And I definitely have FTR winning this one. And there's no way the Outrunners are going to win, even if it's a pre-show. Don't care. Or in pre-show, 0 hours, what I mean. Also, real quick too, because we're launching this on the 11th. If you're listening to this and you're in Texas and you plan on just popping up, just understand the doors at Globe Life Field will open at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. The pre-show and the pre-show starts at noon. The 0 hour starts at, I believe, 2 p.m. local time. So yes, this is afternoon wrestling at its finest in a stadium. The other 0 hour match, we're going to have Big Boom AJ with the conglomeration of Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tomohiro Ishii taking on the Don Callis family, represented by Cesaro, Rocky Romero, Asuka Romero, Trip Beretta, and Gang Lance Archer. Suave, if we're gonna do who ain't gonna win, do we have to do it for this one?
No, we don't.
Thank you. Gang, come through. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's get into this match card. Men's Casino Battle Royal. We don't know who all is going to be in there. All we can tell you is that there'll be 20 competitors, maybe 21, and they'll enter in the match at random intervals. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 30 seconds. Who ain't going to win? Anybody not named?
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
I got anybody not named Scorpio Sky.
Winning this? Look, my sleeper pick would have been Mark Briscoe.
He's in the match. That's right.
For all the reasons we chose on last week's offering, because of the superior mic work, I feel like I don't think they would give him a pay-per-view main event for the world title. However, I think you could probably get a really, really, really great Dynamite main event out of Mark Briscoe. Even though I put him on pay-per-view, But if everything else goes the way I anticipated, Max having a title shot is just a foregone conclusion. And what are we doing if we're not putting Max in the main event picture? Because you know his tenure in the Hurt Syndicate is limited. So what are we here for?
I think the Hurt Syndicate in totality needs belts. We got to have a faction where everybody they own everything that's not the elite. And the Hurt Syndicate is by and large an elite faction. MVP, former world champion. Shelton Benjamin, former Intercontinental champion, former U.S. champion, former world tag team champion, multiple times over multiple companies. Bobby Lashley, you know his pedigree. I really think we need to have the Hurt Syndicate represented in all facets with gold in one way or the other. Yes, let's elevate Max back to the title picture, and let's stop doing things like having him go to MLW to take on Mystico in matches in MLW for storylines that started in AEW without incorporating MLW and AEW storylines. That's where I'm going with this one. I still stand on Scorpio Sky being anybody not named Scorpio Sky winning this battle royal.
I would love it. I'd probably be quite happy about it. Just truth of the matter is, I don't know if the office has that type of faith in pushing Scorpio Sky. And
you know what? It's funny you say that. Maybe not, but now that he is being flanked by Christopher Daniels,
that don't wow me.
Because Christopher Daniels has influence in the back.
Pause.
Whoa.
Let's hope for Scorpio Sky's sake that's true. And this is not a reflection of what we think of his in-ring talent, because we've been asking for him for I don't know how long. He's incredibly talented in the ring. But so is Jay Lethal, and we saw how that worked after the grandiose entrance and announcement of his signing. It was never like it was.
At all. Nothing close.
Nothing was the same.
A man who used a television title and a world television title at the same time and carried the company for over a year.
If you were going to do this to him on AEW television, you could have just done right by him and his legacy and used him to carry and prop up the ROH brand.
Yeah, I want to say not on my bingo card, but yeah, ROH could have been his stomping ground.
Facts. You could have just... all right. Come on. Next.
Women's Casino Battle Royal match. Suave ain't going to win.
This is incredibly difficult.
I have anybody not named Megan Bain.
I'm with you. Like, what are we doing if we're not moving forward with Megan Bain?
Her debut was so trash. The way they brought her out, so trash. And she's been doing everything that Camille was brought in with Mercedes Moné to do, she's doing with no star power behind her or around her.
Again,
the only other person that could win this would be, I think, is Chris Statlander. I think she'll be too busy getting beat up on by Willow Nightingale for the wrong reasons.
I can see Statlander. I could also see what does and this is just a generic question. I don't expect us to do the research right now. What does the open market look like on unsigned woman talent? Because I always feel like there's a mystery pop-up guest in these casino battle royals, and that might be a way.
Same on the men. I mean, we don't know. I mean, and truth be told, unless there is something. Remember how WWE announced AAA signing during WrestleMania weekend,
right?
Unless there is a partnership with MLW that gets announced tomorrow, I don't see anything major, any earth-shattering signees popping up on any of this stuff. What I see is returning talent.
I would love if they, well, that ain't gonna work now because Max is busy. But at some point, I would like to see Hammerstone, and yeah, I would like to see the Dynasty get even if it's brief.
I want to see the Skyscrapers.
Them too. But again, that's I don't know. I would like to see the skyscrapers. I agree.
I mean, truth be told, I know you want to stick with your homegrown, or I can't call it homegrown town, but Kevin Knight and Speed Crash Ball against the Hurt Syndicate
No.
and what they did to them on Dynamite. Like, yeah, now you got a story for the match that makes sense. But I think a much better match for this pay-per-view would have been the Skyscrapers versus the Hurt Syndicate. And
that's a payoff. That's a TV match payoff for like one of these events that kind of has a name, but it's just an episode.
Like Beach Break or something like that.
Yeah,
or
like
even Fight for the Fallen.
Fight for the Fallen, Fighter Fest. Like
Fighter Fest, yeah.
That type stuff. Yeah, nah, fam.
Yeah. All right, so we did that. Let's go with, let's get this out the way. If the Young Bucks win, Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay cannot challenge for the World Championship for 12 months. Suave, who ain't gonna win? Tag team match.
I think the better story, the better end result is the Young Bucks not having the air quotes EVP title on TV, even if it's just
and that's
for
the
a
other
little
stipulation.
while.
Yeah, if they lose, so yes.
Yeah, I think that's a better television story, even if it's for a brief period of time. Like, let's say fantasy booking, Blood and Guts is win typically every year.
Should have already passed, unless they're going to do it next month, or they may do it all out.
So
and they did Anarchy in the Arena typically the same time they do Blood and Guts. So I would think they're probably going to do Blood and Guts.
I'll say it feels like it should be coming here soon, and it would be cool if they finally did a Blood and Guts on pay-per-view, because then they can really get outside.
Well, that's Anarchy in the Arena. That's what Anarchy in the Arena has become, is Blood and Guts for pay-per-view.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
I would like to see the Young Bucks storyline lose the EVP situation, and then let's say it's Blood and Guts. Their team puts that on the line as a stipulation. So it will be, I don't know, whoever you want to assemble for the league. You haven't seen Jack Perry in a while. Bring him back, add whoever, and then you put together a super team on the other side where it's Swerve, Ospreay, Hangman, and Kenny Omega. And then, that's a combustible element by itself. And that end up being the reason the Young Bucks get back into the EVP seat. That would work for me creatively. I don't understand what the benefit is of having Ospreay and Swerve out of the world title picture for a year. Who you gonna replace them with? They're not gonna fight each other for a year.
And even though the name All In is there, you are not going to hotshot Darby Allin into that picture. See what I did there?
He just came down off the mountain, so. Again, like, what we doing? You tell me what we doing, I can tell you where we going.
Yeah, but I got the Bucks ain't gonna win.
Bucks ain't gonna win. But yeah,
for the TNT Championship, champion Adam Cole, baby, taking on Kyle Fletcher. Suave ain't gonna win.
Adam Cole ain't gonna win.
Thank you. Good night. For the TBS Championship. For the Women's World Championship, brother. The TBS champion, your challenger, Mercedes Moné. Mercedes 5 belts at this point, taking on Timeless Toni Storm, who's Women's Champion. Suave ain't gonna win.
It's time for the 6 series. Toni Storm ain't gonna win.
Get that 6-piece. This hot, hard fried.
6-piece lemon pepper wet.
Yep, winner and new. For the AEW Trios titles, this is going to be a decent story. The Ops, your 6-man champion, Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, Hacksaw Hobbs taking on the Blackpool Combat Death Rider Club, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta,
chill out,
and Gabe Kidd. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
So Gabe Kidd is an official Death Rider?
Apparently so.
Death Riders Japan. The Death Riders ain't gonna win. We don't need to go back. We don't need to go backwards here. We already got the trios titles off of them. There's no need to go backwards.
All right, here's what you don't like. Number one, new champions. The Ops ain't gonna win. Will Hobbs replaced Hook. Hook came in, has issues with the Ops for replacing him with Hobbs. Hook is about to join Death Riders.
An already overcrowded, undercreative faction.
Yep.
Don't do this to Hook. Hook, what did he do to you?
Showed out.
Did he cut you off in traffic? Nah, fam, I'm not co-signing that at all.
You may not co-sign it, but you're gonna watch it.
I mean, if what we betting, because that seems like a bet worthy situation. Cause we got a couple of them we not really seeing eye to eye on. We need bets. We had Jade Cargill and Naomi, and then didn't we have a match from Saturday night's main event we different on?
The winner purchases the other one piece of merch from the BPBC merch store.
All right, hold on 1 second.
The prize drop.
Hold on. Let me play something for you right quick. This is perfect.
I got some jewelry. I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, that's my comical response to what you've given me. But sure, let's do that.
Well, you said clothes, so there it is.
I got clothes. I got jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing else. But yeah, so there you go. And we'll do a tabulation on as far as like in real time over the weekend as far as how much we can like who got what, like what the tally is. So
yeah, we got to verify what all matches we disagree on.
Yep, absolutely, and we got evidence right here. Sure. That said, for the Hurt Syndicate Invitational,
they added an extra team for more ass kicking.
The Patriarchy, Christian Cage and Buddy Wayne's son, Nick Wayne, that is, taking on the champions, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, taking on Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey. Suave ain't gonna win.
Come on.
Never mind.
The insurance policy of the other two teams.
This match should. I know it's gonna be about 20-25 minutes. This match should last 5. Should.
But it's AEW and it's All In. You're gonna get no less than 15.
And Bobby's in his new home too. Yeah, let's get it. It. Go nuts. Winner take all for the Intercontinental Championship, International Championship, and the Continental Classic or Continental Crown Championship. Kaz Okada, the Continental Champion is Kaz Okada. The International Champion is Kenny Omega. Winner take all will become the AEW Unified Champion, which will not replace the AEW World Championship. Suave ain't gonna win.
Anybody not named Kenny Omega? Final answer.
Made it easy. And finally, this card gets rounded out by a Texas death match for the AEW World Championship in Texas. Because,
Texas.
Champion John Moxley taking on Hangnail Adam Page. Suave ain't gonna win.
It's time for this to end. Anybody not named Hangman Page?
I'm so sick of seeing cellophane bags. I'm so sick of seeing the Death Riders and the
bleach in the eyes.
Club. I'm so sick of seeing bleach that smells like Kool-Aid.
Thumbtacks in the mouth.
Staples.
And here's the irony.
Needles, apologies.
Here's the irony. You're going to see all of that during this match.
This match is probably going to go 45 minutes. It may be one of the most vicious matches we've ever seen from a one-on-one standpoint. I don't know who else is going to get involved.
Over under 3 run-ins.
I got Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Swerve will be involved. I got Swerve. I got Will Ospreay. So there's your 3. There's got to be another one.
The Young Bucks. They're definitely going to be involved.
Darby Allin, unless he shows up at the on the Battle Royal.
The Young Bucks and or Death Riders. I think there's an opportunity for Statlander to be involved.
Yeah, her too. I also smell Sting involved.
You think? Oh, it's because it's Texas. Yeah, I answer my own question. But here's the thing.
Hey,
look, you almost persona non grata, but you got in for this episode. Is he gonna dye his hair? Because he has not been walking around. He's stopped dyeing his hair.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, he is a silver
My
fox.
wife,
Pause.
my wife saw him on, saw a cosplayer on Dynamite the other day, and first thing she said was, "Is that Sting?" I'm like, no.
His hair.
Are
is
you sure? Yes.
he got a slick back, and his hair is as white as a stale Getty.
There it is.
Golden Girls for those of you who are uneducated in TV lore.
There it is. All right, man. So we'll tabulate this. Naturally, you know who's gonna win, John Moxley. We'll tabulate the scores. We'll come back to you next week with a final number.
Indeed.
And the order and the whatever the merch is will be purchased on the episode in real time.
The merch, yeah, whatever the merch is, it'll be purchased. Yeah,
Whatever the merch is will be purchased in real time. That's
with a real rhyme.
Yeah.
For those of you who can't hear it, he's snapping his fingers. You know,
Yeah, like poetry.
Poetry slam style.
Yeah, man. Do what you do, man. Take it to the house.
Pencil pushers, like, rate, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell that friend to tell a friend, and then tell that friend again. Heads up, pencils down. Spray like that. Spray like that.
Whole lot of fucking gang shit.